Hey guys, welcome to Talks and Thoughts, where your thoughts matter. We're your hosts. I'm Michelle.
I'm Katie.
And I'm your girl, Maya.
Let's get into what's trending.
Yes, let us get into what's trending because I saw something very disturbing on TMZ, and it's about rapper Kevin Gates. He also is the owner of record label of Breadwinner. Now, he did a concert in Florida, and somebody recorded. There was a young girl. She was in the front, and while he walked past the stage, she tugged at his jeans. He was wearing shorts, and he just brutally kicked her right in the chest.
Wow.
Yes, very disturbing. But that's not only the disturbing thing. What's disturbing about it also is that the show kept on going on and nobody stopped it to correct it. People were still enjoying their time, and I'm not sure if she actually left at that time, but she did do an interview with her mother. The woman's name is Miranda Dixon, the young girl that Kevin Gates kicked. She did an interview and she explained how embarrassing and hurtful that it was. Now, we were all waiting on Gates' response, and some would say he responded the way he knows best. Not by apologizing, but through a rap song. Now, if you go to World Star Hip Hop, you can listen to the song. That's actually where I got it. And the song is called The Truth. In the lyrics reads this: Man in the mirror.
He's Michael Jackson.
I'm staring at the man in the mirror. Right. Okay, so it reads, Man in the mirror, you wait out of order, go to jail, who gonna look out for your daughter? All in the news about what happened in Florida. Posted on World Star on an iPhone recorders, she grabbed my dick over and acted. I'm sorry, 2 or 3 times I had already warned her. Edit that part out. I don't like to argue. He also states in the chorus went like this: you should have respect for yourself. You're a queen and you wasn't respecting yourself. Ever been disrespected? You know how I felt. You don't have to like me. Go love someone else.
He is sick.
What are you
He said that
talking
who's gonna look after your daughter? You have a daughter and you are kicking someone like that?
Someone else's daughter like that.
But Kevin Gates, he's a sick human to begin with. He sleeps with his cousin, so I'm not surprised.
That's not surprising though. We know how cousins could get, you know. I'm just saying.
Insider. Okay, so let's talk more about this. Now, what's so disturbing for me is that he's not the only rapper to do things like this. It's becoming like a common thing.
A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky? I'm not sure about that, but
no, I think he also in Toronto. He hit a fan as well.
Okay.
But you know what disturbs me with this? He says that the girl grabbed his private part.
Oh,
but I'm just trying to figure out how can she reach, because he's on stage and she's like down here
around as well.
So yeah, if you look at the video,
and she
couldn't even reach past the knee.
Yeah.
So like how? That's
he said she grabbed it 3 times, but it wasn't shown. But you walked over there three times, and you saw that she was grabbing it. So
exactly.
What were you knew she kept grabbing it. So why were you walking there?
Or why didn't you ask the QB to just?
I think you said this, but can you remind us what charges it's?
Yeah,
I didn't mention that, but he's actually been charged, and we're just simply battery of assault. But people in Florida are also trying to sign a petition to have him banned from performing in that state.
He should be.
And I kind of agree, because he didn't make an apology, and she needs an apology.
Yes, he needs to apologize to this young lady.
Yeah,
and I think he needs to get some help, because I'm pretty sure this is not the first time he's done
it's not. There was 2 incidents that happened in March. I also read that occurred as well.
Wow, disgusting.
My thing is, it goes beyond him being a rapper and him being famous. It's also about, this is abuse. You are a man. Neither sexes should be abusing each other physically or even verbally, but you are a man, you have a daughter, and you're going to look at a young woman and you are going to brutally kick her like she's some sort of animal. You don't even do that to an animal, or you shouldn't.
It's someone who looks up to you. Like, I'm sure she was a fan, you know?
I mean, she was a fan.
She actually said in the interview that she saved $35 to go and support him, and this is what she got in return for supporting him.
Wow,
that's real sad.
It is.
It makes me now want to go to a Chris Brown concert.
Just saying. Because you're gonna kick
me like that.
No, I think Chris Brown is a changed man, and
that's my baby.
He won't do something like that.
Chris Brown needs to have a talk with Kevin Gates.
And really, yes, I think so, right? I think so. These rappers, they should help each other
They
out.
need to put his ass behind Gates.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, Gates, put that ass behind the gates.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yes, let us do that.
So let's get to it. How many of you ladies have been cheated on? Don't all raise your hands at the same time. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
No, okay.
Let's not.
I'm kidding. Don't raise your hand. So, and that brings us to our topic. Why is it that we women are more forgiving when it comes to infidelity than men are? What do you girls think?
Well, let me start off by saying this, that both men and women cheat. And it's a very, very hurtful thing. Maybe the most hurtful thing in the relationship is when someone cheats on you because you
Right.
feel like that one person that was supposed to be there for you and be your friend has
Has broken
betrayed
your
you
trust.
and broken your heart. Like literally, sometimes it feels like a heartbreak, you know? But I feel like women, we are territorial, even though men are the one that's supposed to be that way. But we're also like that when it comes to the fact that when we stay in a relationship, we've built this relationship, we've helped mold it, we've helped, you know, make this man
For
a
years.
better person for years sometimes, and another woman thinks that they can just come and snatch that away from us. We're like, no, you're not gonna come over here and steal what I helped build, you know. And I think that's where it goes to, and we're very emotional, we get really
Yeah.
emotionally attached, and I think that that's also why.
And then whenever you let it go, you just think you have this in the back of your head, like, what if I had forget, you know, where would it be? And then I think we're afraid to start over,
Yeah.
you know.
That's also a good point, because we also think to ourselves like, listen,
Who you gonna find?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, who am I gonna find? You know, it's gonna be so hard to restart again. I'm gonna have to start all over. And what if I had just given him another chance? We always think that
Right,
he's
and
not
then we think
gonna.
about-
He's gonna change for us. You know,
That's what they
he's
say.
gonna
The
stop-
devil that you know is better than the angel that you don't know.
Yeah.
Right, and I think
just
we
goes
also
like-
think of the length of time that we have spent in the relationship.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I've been in this relationship for 5 years, you know, and I'm not going to. 5 years is a long time to just lose everything for one time, one mistake. So
Right.
we're willing to let it go.
Also, women and men, they cheat differently. Like when men cheat, it's usually lust. It's usually like, okay, I meet someone and yeah, I'm gonna sleep with her, and it's just for the intercourse. When women cheat, it's because something is broken in their home. They've
Right.
lost something that
They're
they're
not
trying to
happy.
get from another man. So it's more emotionally attached. They're really having feelings for this person that they're cheating on their significant other
They're
with.
looking for something that they're not getting in the relationship that they're in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when men cheat, it's just a spur of the moment.
Yeah, it's just a spur of the moment. But you know what? I have to blame women
Both.
as well. I blame both parties, but I do have to blame the other person, because we're in a generation where now it's becoming acceptable to be like the side chick. It's funny, but it's like at the end of the day, that's not okay. As women, and even men, but you know, a few times it's less, you know, with men. But as women, we think to ourselves, oh, you know, I'm gonna be the side chick because he likes me too. I'm gonna go out with him. You know, I know he's dating her, but guess what? He's dating the both of us, and we're accepting it. Like these girls,
And then both women know. They
Yeah,
all
sometimes
know.
both of them
but they
know.
make it. You just try to believe the lie that, oh, you know, maybe it's not happening.
yeah,
But you know, it's also these men. They tell the other woman one thing. They come back to you
That's
and tell
true. And
you
tell you something
another
else.
Another thing.
And women,
Yeah.
we like you said, we're very emotional. You know.
Yeah.
And I feel that men feed off of that. They know how to say the right word, the right
Exactly.
thing to make you believe them. But we do have to be strong. If you know that someone is in a relationship, then leave them alone.
Exactly.
it's true. But back to men, I feel like men, they are not forgiving. Let's look at it from a biological standpoint. Now, there was a study done by the University of Cambridge which showed that there is a difference in a woman's brain and a men's brain. And what's the difference is the gray matter. The gray matter is in the central nervous system, and it serves the purpose of processing information. Now, maybe it has to do with something genetic. Maybe our women are inherited characteristics that make us more forgiving. Sorry about the background noise, by the way. But what we do know, we know that women have more estrogen, the hormone, and men have more testosterone. Now, estrogen, the hormone, it serves the purpose of having, better communication skills, better observation, and, your intuitions. And we all know, as women, we follow
Yes,
our
we do.
intuition.
Even when it's wrong
And 99, no, it's like 99.9% of the times, if you follow your intuition as a girl,
It's right.
It's right.
it is right. And men have more testosterone, so they're more territorial, like we mentioned earlier, more competitive. And that's why I feel like they're so territorial. And it's like, you let another man have you? Like, I don't want to say as, okay, you're a property, because nobody's anybody's property.
Right.
But it's like, they feel like they have to protect you. They feel like, that you are theirs in a sense. And to have somebody else take that away from them or share that with them, they don't want to share at all. Not saying we want to share either, but it hurts them more to know that somebody you can allow to.
I don't think
to
it
them.
hurts them more.
Okay, you might be right.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts them more. I just feel like their ego
Yeah.
is too big to allow that. But because I feel like it hurts the woman more. Like, you cheated on me.
Yeah.
It hurts me. Like,
I think it hurts men, but because their ego is so big, they're not gonna allow their emotion to show.
Yeah. And women more, we tend to show more emotions that we're hurt anyways. We're crying, eating ice cream, getting fat, losing weight. Whereas men,
I wish I would get fat when I'm stressing.
that would be really and I wish I would get skinnier, but no, but yeah, it's true, yeah.
And we women, we make a lot of excuses for why we're in a relationship when a man is constantly cheating. I hear a lot of girls saying, well, girl, the D is really good. I can't leave. That D is real good.
There's D
never heard
everywhere.
a man say, yo, Kitty Cat is so good. She cheats with me all the time, but that's fine.
I never heard that in my life.
Me too.
And I'm 22.
So why do we make that excuse? Like,
that is a sad excuse, because guys are everywhere. And last time I checked, like, they all got the D.
That's
you know
true,
what I'm saying?
But some
No, it's still not an excuse.
They don't all
to
come in the
stay.
same size,
All right.
It's still not an excuse.
No, it's not. So let's go to some research.
Yeah, let's check the
Oh,
research out.
yeah. So we got some research. Basically, there was a study that recently came out. A report claimed that more than 6 in 10 women would happily forgive their partner for up to 3 relationships errors.
Someone.
Oh my god, yes. But the guys, 9 out of 10 would dump their partner in a heartbeat.
Yes.
I'm not surprised at all.
I'm not surprised.
Let me tell you, men, they can forget, but they cannot forgive. And women, they can forgive, but they cannot forget.
But
And that's my saying. Men will forgive themselves for cheating on you,
But they would not forgive
but they're
you.
not gonna forgive
They
you for
can
cheating on
forget
them.
though, but you have to forgive in order to forget.
No, you don't.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
If I don't forgive you, I'm not gonna forget. It's always gonna be on my mind. That's why I don't forgive you. If I forgive you, it's not in my head no more. I forgot. That's why I forgive you.
I mean, it makes sense a bit, but
The reason why I say it like that is because women, we're more forgiving. We'll
True.
take the guy back, but it'll always be in our mind. Like,
Right.
it brings up insecurities. That's another issue. So we become more insecure. We become less, trusting of these men. We're like, okay, where are you going? Let me check your phone. Let me check your Instagram.
Where are you coming from?
Where are you coming from? Why do you smell like that?
Who's
Is that
calling
lipstick? We're constantly going back and, oh, remember when you did this to me? This is why I'm like that. Making, justifying it.
Yeah.
And whereas men, if a man takes you back, and let's say he does take you back after you cheat on him,
never.
no, let's say he takes you back, but he takes you back, he's not going to bring it up as often. Based on the experiences that I've heard, he won't bring it up as often. Of course, if you want to be a whore and you want to keep cheating on your man, that's a different story.
Right.
Then you don't even need to be together. But yeah.
Exactly.
Well, according to itsourtime.com, which is a dating site, it says that the older you get, the more willing you are to forgive. So forgiveness comes with age. I think let me go back to my note so I'm not misquoting.
You think so?
46% of females are willing to repair the relationship, and 37% of male are also willing. So that is a big difference from when you're younger. I guess guys our age is probably 1% out of 99 are willing to give the relationship a second chance. So let's go to Word on the Street and see what you guys have to say.
My name is Sophie, and I'm ready for the questions.
Okay, so the question is, why is it that women are more forgiving to men when it comes to cheating?
I can't speak for all women, but I can speak for myself. I'm a firm believer in giving people a second chance, but I do feel as if it's like a general theory that women are more forgiving towards men. I can't say why though, but like for me, I can only speak for myself that I feel like you should always give somebody a second chance.
So do you think that if it was the other way around, your man would give you a second chance?
I mean, the man that I dealt with, yes, but I feel like men as a whole, no. I feel as if like as soon as like they can go around, you know, have sex with a whole bunch of women, and then the one time you do it, it's a wrap. Like you could take them back a million times, but the one time you do it, it's like all hell broke loose. So I feel like generally men know they won't take you back, but the man that I dealt with, yeah, I feel like he would have taken it.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer.
No problem.
Why are women more forgiving when it comes to cheating than men are? You know?
I think if we girls, we want to cheat, like we cheat, it's because we have a reason. Like we are looking for something that we don't have with our partner, or we are like not in love anymore, and we need to be into the other guy. It's not like sex. Like we're not like animals like the guys are.
Right.
So yeah, I think like me, if I would like cheat my boyfriend, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm able, but yeah. It was to look for something that I don't have with him, like I'm not in love with him anymore, and I'm looking for something. I think that's why I did.
Do you think your boyfriend would forgive you if you cheated? No. Would you forgive him if he cheated?
Yeah. No, I think I would, but
why is that? Why wouldn't he forgive you, but you would forgive him?
I don't know. Some of my friends, I have friends that they forgive their boyfriend that they cheat on her because they rather live with that thing like in pain than like let them lose him.
So we're afraid of losing the person.
Partner. We rather forgive them, teach them, remind them not to do that anymore, than let them go.
Oh, okay.
Because you know how guys are.
Thank you.
Sorry for my accent.
It's okay, perfect. So while you're a guy, right? Why do you think? Yes, you're a guy. Why do you think that for women we are more easy to forgive than guys are? Why is it that guys it's so hard for them to forgive if their partner cheat on them?
I think women would forgive quicker because they have a more emotional attachment to that person, and men is maybe more physical. So their attachment to that person is more emotional than physical, so they can overlook a lot of bullshit.
And men won't. Do you think that you would be able to forgive your partner if he or she cheated on you?
I wouldn't.
You would or you would not? Why not?
I just don't do that.
Okay, thank you for your thoughts. I think women are more forgiving when it comes to cheating than men are.
I think women are more sentimental. Men have this ego about themselves that they gotta prove that they're the bigger man and they're the man of the house and all of that extra stuff. You know, we pretty much the lions, but deep inside, you know, we're pussycats. But you know, women are more sentimental.
Okay, so if your girlfriend was to cheat on you, do you think you would, you know,
Hell
make
no.
it work? Why is that?
That's just me. Like I said, that's our egos.
Welcome guys to Talks and Thoughts. This is Rafaela, and the question is, why is it that women are more forgiving when it comes to cheating than our men?
Well, I think that women are more forgiving just because, you know, we tend to think with a different kind of brain than like men tend to think about, as far as like men have more testosterone in their bodies. So it kind of causes more like, you know, testosterone makes you want to do more things sexually than women, even though women still have it, but it's much less. So I think that the fact that women are a little bit more forgiving as far as cheating has to do with the fact that we're just thinking with a different kind of our brain, and we're more emotional creatures as far as like men are more sexual creatures. So like if we were to cheat on a man, like I was telling you before, I think that they would be more upset at the fact that we have sex with another man than with the fact that we like betray their trust or like the loyalty isn't there anymore. And also women always want to be that like princess, I guess, you know, that always wants to be rescued, and we think that we can fix these guys and ladies. We can't fix them. You know, if the mother wasn't able to do it for 18 through 30, 50 years, what makes you think that in the short run you have with them you're going to fix them? You deserve so much better. Women are so powerful. You know, speaking as a trans woman myself, I've been through so many, you know, different kind of obstacles and things like that, and I definitely think that I have one of like the better reviews to this question, just because like my brain physically, even though I felt female, were male at the time, so I did think like a guy, and now I think like a girl, and that has to do with the hormone replacement that I've been doing. So it's like both sides of the view, you know, as far as like women, we just need to appreciate ourselves more. African American women, white women, Spanish women, there's so much value, you know, that we just go through throughout the day. I hope I answered your question.
And the question is, why is it that women are more forgiving than men are when it comes to cheating? Why do you think so?
For me personally, we have children together, so that plays a big part in our situation. Also, it's just, to me, there's two different kinds of cheating, between emotional cheating and physical cheating to me. I feel like physical is just us as human beings have needs, and like sometimes we can't control them, and things happen, and it's like it'll hurt me, and I'll be angry about it, I'll haunt you for it for the longest, but I can forgive you. But emotional, it means that that person's not giving you everything that you need.
So how do you know if it's emotional or physical? Like how can you tell?
I feel like physical is just like, hey, you want to fuck and stuff like that. Like you don't call the person and ask them like, how's your day, or what are you doing? You don't talk to them about your problems. You don't ask them like what's going on in their relationship and things like that. Like to me, that's when you're reaching out to someone emotionally. When you're constantly calling them like, hey, how's your day? What are you doing? That's something you do with your partner when you're emotionally invested. When it's physical, it's like, hey, you want to meet up and fuck real quick? You know what I mean?
One night stand or something.
It's a one night stand. It's not serious. But when you're reaching out to someone emotionally, it means you're not getting that from your partner, and it means that you're not invested in them anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as it's sexual, I feel like I can get past it. You know, it'll haunt me for a while. I'll feel insecure about myself, but I feel like that's something you can work on. When it's emotional, it means like you don't have that connection anymore. That bond isn't there, and you can't. Once that bond is broken, I feel like you can't get that back.
Do you think that guys can use that as an excuse to cheat? Because if you say it like that, then he would think, okay, well, I can tell her that it's not emotional, it's physical. It sounds like almost as you giving them a pass, you know? As long as you're not calling the person, then okay. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Let me ask you this. If she was to cheat, would you forgive her?
Honestly, no. I've been cheated on before by my first baby moms, and I couldn't forgive her, not for nothing. I ended up falling out a lot, cursing her out, saying a lot of the wrong things, so it would be really hard for me. The most I'll just see it as after is just we're friends, we have a kid together. So all in all, I still think whether it's physical or emotional, it's still wrong.
Right.
So even if it's just a one night stand, you have no right to do it, because then if us as males do it, we'll get shitted on for the rest of our lives, basically.
But she just said that she's willing to forgive, correct?
But if you noted that, it doesn't mean that it's like you can go ahead and do it and I'll forgive you. I expect you to have that mutual respect not to do it. It just means that if it does happen, like, I understand you guys go out to drink and like, you know, things happen. You can't always control yourself 100%. But if you do it one time, it's like, we'll get through it. But if it's a thing that happens continuously, then you're showing me you have no respect. Like, you obviously are not attracted to me, I'm not enough for you.
So why do you think we have it in our heart to forgive? Because he just said he would not forgive whatsoever. But
I just feel like us as women, we're more nurturing and we're just forgiving. It's in us. We bear children, and our children hurt us in ways that even a man couldn't. Our children leave us after 18 years of us taking care of them. So if we're able to forgive that, like, we can definitely forgive them. Like, it's just in us.
Thank you. So Katie is going to share a quote with us.
Yes, guys. So if what you love causes you to hate yourself, let it go.
Absolutely. And sometimes we stay in a relationship where we're just staying, but we are not happy.
Right.
We're just staying because we worked so hard for it, and maybe we worked hard for it because then it was making us happy, and now it's just time to let it go and move on.
If you're in a relationship where you're no longer happy, then you need to leave. There are plenty of males and females out there. Someone else will make you happy.
Especially if you feel insecure, you know?
Yes.
Like, just let it go. It's not for you.
It's not worth it.
It's going to be hard at first, but you'll get over it.
Yes.
There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Like we mentioned earlier. And really, I say the best remedy for this, to kind of healing yourself. I know it's very cliche. It's really time. It hurts.
And working on yourself.
Working and focusing on yourself.
On you.
Finding
do what makes
yourself.
you happy.
And that's another problem too, where it's like we get so lost in trying to find somebody else and trying to make somebody happy that we forget to make ourselves happy and really find ourselves. And that's what the main issue is. In a relationship also, before it gets to the point where you start cheating, because sometimes people won't cheat because women, they won't say how they really feel. The men won't say what's really making them unhappy because, you know, they're afraid of losing the other person. And it's like, no, express yourself. Communication is a huge thing in a relationship. All relationships, if you want it to work out anyways. You know
the thing is, sometimes the relationship is already over and you're trying to
hold on.
Yeah, you're trying to hold on. You're trying to get back what you had in the beginning. If you don't feel the same way as you did before, then you need to let the person know. It's okay. You're not married to the person. If you're married, then okay, maybe you can get counseling. But if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, you can leave whenever you want to.
Absolutely. And even if you're older, I know that's the thing with older people. They feel like, you know, I've already lived so much of my life with this person, and you know, people are finding love at old ages. I'm telling you.
You know, can still find love at 89.
I think Beyonce's mom, she's 60.
Exactly.
And she just, I forgot what magazine she came on, but she was talking about, you know, getting married and even having sex at 60. So come on. Yes. Right.
But this is 60, it's the new 40.
And then sometimes you might not even be in a relationship, but you're stuck with this guy for like 4 years. You guys are basically in a relationship with no title. So you need to stop going back and forth and
that
back
is such a
and
huge
forth
problem
and let it go. Because
age.
you don't always have to be in a relationship to feel insecure. You could talk to someone for like 4 years, 5 years, and still feel like you ain't shit, but you're still fucking with the person. Excuse my language. You're still fucking with this guy, and it's just like, what are you getting?
You know something? I think with that no title, it's the girls. That's in the girls' head.
I don't think it's the girls.
Yes, it is.
No, I don't think it's the girls.
That's why also that is why men cheat too, because they feel like, you know,
they feel like the girl's gonna allow it.
Women are allowing men to cheat because
it's
like we don't have a title, so he can talk to this person and that person and this person. But anyways, that's gonna be another topic for another day. Let's kind of wrap this up. What's up, Michelle?
Okay, guys. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. All of the information is going to be in our bio. Leave your questions and comments below.
Also, comment anything else that you want us to talk about, and we will do that.
And don't forget, if what you love causes you to hurt yourself, let it go.
That's true.
Yep. See you next time.
Mwah.